This is a topic a lot of guys need to really focus on because they try to put history and the things you've done with a woman and all the dates you've been on, and you try to say, well, I don't want to leave her, or I'll let her get away with this sort of disrespect. Even though it's not major, I'll let her call me out of my name. I'll let her walk over me. I'll let her talk over me. I'll let her hang up in my face. I'll let her do all these crazy different antics because I love her. Listen, we're going to nip all that in the bud because you have to realize if a woman does not respect you, number one, she won't be attracted to you, number two, and she won't want to have sex with you. Respect, attraction, then sex. Okay? So let's say you're with your girl or you're with any woman at any point, and she's over your place and you say, hey, you mind washing the dishes? And she doesn't want to do it. Or she doesn't want to vacuum or help out around the house. Or let's say you're meeting up with a girl for the first time and you're supposed to meet at this Starbucks or whatever place or park or venue, and she confirms. Then 2-3 hours before you're supposed to meet, she says, hey, how about we go here instead? And she tries to change plans. Or let's say she comes over your place and, she's just a thorn in your side. She has a bad attitude. She's on her phone. She's not trying to put out when it comes to sex. She's just, overall, just a thorn in your side, right? Here's what I want you to do. Number one, you remain calm. I don't want you to act out. I don't want you to get mad. I don't want you to say, man, this girl playing games. What you coming for? Don't do that, because you gotta understand, when you overreact, when you become emotional, right then and there, she understands that she has you and you're on her playing field. I've been using this phrase for a very long time, and it's been yielding me crazy results. Because when you tell a woman this, it lets her know that you're in charge. And women ultimately want to be with the guy who knows his value, who's able to put his foot down, and who says, hey, this is how things are going to go. This is how things are going to be. And if you don't want to do this, okay, that's on you. Go deal with a guy and be his headache, but you're not going to be my headache in my presence. See, being a high value guy, it's not about how much money you have. It's not about how many suits that you are able to wear or buy. It's not about how much cologne you spray. What it's about is your behaviors and what you tolerate and the type of individuals you allow in your life. And you can't allow a woman, no matter how good she looks, no matter how crazy the sex is, no matter what history you guys have had, you can't allow her to play you. You can't allow her to manipulate you and disrespect you. So let's say she's around you and she's just not acting right. Here's what you say to make her go crazy for you. And mind you, when you tell her this, you have to mean it. You can't go back on it and say, oh, well, baby, okay, well, we can work things out. No, you have to mean it and stick by it, because then she's going to be 10 times more attracted to you when you tell her this. If you're not happy, you're free to leave. That's it. If you're not happy, you're free to leave. Watch what she's going to do, because she's going to say, most likely, well, okay, whatever. And she's going to put on her stuff. I've had women put their shoes on and their heels and their leggings and put on their coat and pack their bag up and then put their, get their purse together. And then you know what they do? They're like, so you just going to get rid of me? So it's over like that, huh? See, this is how you get the power back, by removing crap from your life. I've had women who get everything together, then they act like they get ready to leave. When I say, if you're not happy, you're free to leave. Then they put this stuff on and then they stand by the door with their purse or their bag. And they're like, so that's it? So it's just over between us, huh? And I'm looking at them like, listen, if you're not happy with what I said and what I want to do and what we should be doing, you're free to leave. I'm not trying to keep you. And you know what they do? They say, all right, well, and they put the stuff down and they say, and then they go wash those dishes. And then they stop playing games and they cut the attitude, because you're not afraid to get rid of a woman. This is what they want. They want a guy who's not fearful of them leaving. They want a guy who is able to replace them. Believe it or not, big picture, right? So you have to understand that if you want to keep a woman around, if you want her to cooperate and respect you, the number one thing you have to do is you have to be able to get rid of her with no remorse. You know how many men are sitting around and are married or in a relationship with a woman long term, and the woman's just walking over them. They don't want to say, baby, honey. They don't want to give their opinion. They don't want to do any of that. That's because they're afraid. So you can't be afraid of getting rid of any woman. I don't care what history you guys have had. I don't care how good she looks. I don't care how long you've been working together. You cannot be afraid to let her go, because that's when she'll say, you know what? I want to be with this guy. I want to be a part of his program. He's not a guy that I can walk over. Okay? So you just simply tell her, if you're not happy, you're free to leave. You're not handcuffing her. You're not keeping her. You're not keeping her around and making her do this. And you're not trying to say, come on, come my way. Just let's go. This is the right way. You're not causing any stress. You're simply going to remain calm, remain stoic. And as high value men would say, listen, if you're not happy, if you don't want to do it, you're free to leave. I've had women pack their stuff up and get in their car, and they drive to the store, and then you think they went home and they say, hey, they give you a call, or they text you, hey, I'm at the store. Do you want anything? You see how that works? Listen, it works more often than not, because trying to make a woman do something and yelling at her and raising your voice, it's only causing you high blood pressure. And you don't want that in your life. The only type of women you want is women who are going to cooperate and who's going to be on your program and who's not going to give you a headache. And if it feels like, well, she's just giving me a hard time. Okay, if you're not happy with what I have going on, if you're not happy with things that I want to do, if you're not happy with the situation at hand, you're free to leave. She's going to act like she's going to leave. She's going to act like she's going to go and pack her stuff up and go out. And then she's going to text you out of the blue and say, hey, what are you up to? Hey, can I be around you? Now, here's the thing. She's going to pout a little bit. She's going to be, because it's going to be a little different. She never had a guy in her life, for the most part, who just got rid of her like that. So this is going to be new territory for her. So it's going to be good for her, and it's going to be good for you as well, because you're going to establish the framework. You're going to let her know this is how things are going to run. This is how I run my ship. This is how I drive my vehicle. This is how I conduct my life. And if you want to be a part of my life, what needs to happen is you're going to have to cooperate and abide by these certain standards.